Okay, so now we come to exposing our BTCPayServer in a secure method out to the public internet. Now, what I'm going to be using is what's known as CloudFlare Argo Tunnels. Now, what that means is basically we are going to use from our node box directly send all of the traffic through Cloudflare, and everyone will be visiting our BTCPayServer through Cloudflare servers. So what we'll do is we'll put in my website. For this purpose, I'm using centralbankingisascam.com. I'm going to add site. What I've just done here is created a free Cloudflare account. And we will use the free plan. So we'll just click on that and continue. Okay. And we'll just hit continue as is. And we need to change our name servers. So when my domain provider is Namecheap, so I'm going to log into there and change the domain name servers from this, what I've got it currently, to now these. So I'll just log in. Okay, so I'm just going to go to one of my domains here, centralbankingisascam.com. I'm going to hit the manage button. And I'm going to change those domain name servers from this to what it asked me to do. So I'm going to copy that, paste it through, copy that, and paste it through, and hit the tick button. Okay, so now that has changed, we can go done, check name servers. And we'll just go skip recommendations. Okay, and we'll just hit check name servers again. And we'll just go back to the overview. And it says here, great news, Cloudflare is now protecting your site. Fantastic. So we'll go back. And now you'll see that centralbankingisascam.com is now active. From here, what we're going to do is just go to the download section of the Cloudflare 0 docs. And we will go and install Cloudflare D. So let's go ahead and do that. Go to the repository here. And we'll go with Ubuntu. And we will copy this. What we'll do is we'll copy the example and change it to Jammy. So for us, that was Jammy. So we are going to change that to that. And okay. And we'll import the key. Copy, paste. And sudo apt update. It doesn't look like it's got a jammy yet, as you can see. So what we'll do is change that back to focal. So I'm just going to edit this file here with the correct repository, sudo nano. And you'll see that jammy is not there, so we're just going to use focal. If jammy does come up later, you might want to consider using that. So we'll just do that, sudo apt update again. And we will install Cloudflare D. So it is sudo apt install Cloudflare D. And it's going and downloading the Cloudflare packages. Okay. Cool. Now let's actually get this thing going. So we've got a guide here that we can potentially use. So first we need to create a tunnel. Okay, so what we'll do is we will log in. So let's Cloudflare D tunnel login. So we'll paste that through like so. And it'll ask us to go to this website. So let's just click that link. And hopefully, because we're already logged in, we should see that link come through. And we will click this. So to finish configuring tunnel for your zone, click authorize below. So we said, okay, authorize. Okay, so it says here Cloudflare has installed a certificate allowing your origin to create a tunnel on this zone. Okay, so you may now close this window and start your Cloudflare tunnel. Okay, so let's going back to our our instructions. Let's create one. So let's create BTCPayServer as the name. So let's Cloudflare tunnel create BTCPayServer. Okay, and what we need to do is, well, we can confirm that the tunnel's been created by just typing in that, and it should come up with a BTCPayServer, right? So there it is. And what we are going to do is we are going to create the credentials for this in a configuration file. Now, the configuration file is located in the .cloudflare directory. So we're going to go into .cd.cloudflared and list that out. Now you can see here that there is a JSON file created. And what we're going to do is we are going to create a config.yml, nano config.yml. Okay. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to take this file or this template and paste it. Now, our local host, that's fine. That's where we're going to be broadcasting from, but the port is 23001 for BTC Pay. Now that UUID, I will just copy and paste again. So Control YS, and that UUID is this here. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to paste it into those two sections. So we're going to go tunnel, that UUID, and this one here is actually in home/Satoshi, and this UUID there. So Control X, Y, and enter. Okay, now what we'll do is copy, and that UUID was BTCPayServer. So we'll go BTCPayServer, and what we want is BTCPay.central banking is a scam.com. Let's try that. Okay. So now let's bring up this tunnel and run it. Copy, Cloudflare run, BTCPayServer. Okay, that looks like it's running. So let's try this out. BTCPay.central banking is a scam.com. Yeah, as you can see, the BTCPayServer is up and running. And we will just do https://. And so now you've got a BTCPayServer that you can sort of use anywhere in the world. So what we'll then do is we will Control C out of that, and that should basically stop the entire thing. So now you won't be able to see anything. There it goes, service unavailable. Now what we want to do is sort of start this up on boot. So the way that we're going to do that is there are some instructions here. Run as a service, Linux, Cloudflare service install this. So let's try that. I'm not sure if it'll work, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so it's permission denied. So we'll just do sudo in front. Okay, so what it's expecting is the config.yml file to be in one of these folders. We're going to just move that in there. So let's move the home one So /home Satoshi dot cloudflare config.wamp, or rather, let's copy it. So sudo copy home Satoshi Cloudflare config YML, and we'll put that into etc Cloudflare D, and then we will sudo Cloudflare service install and sudo systemctl status Cloudflare. It's active. And so now when we go back and refresh the page, we should see our BTCPayServer up and running on the web. And so now you can create an account, you can do all these, have this. So what will happen is that on the boot of your machine, you'll have your BTCPayServer. It'll be linked to your own domain with your own subdomain as BTCPay. And yeah, that's how you would do this to expose this BTCPayServer so that people can pay you. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to support the work that I'm doing, head on over to ministryofnodes.com and click on the support button. I accept Bitcoin, Lightning, PayPal, and credit card. If you want one-on-one consulting, head on over to the consulting page and book into my calendar widget. I can help you with holding your own keys, running your own node, and privacy best practices. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.